Hello, and welcome back to the Nano Lens podcast.
Woo-woo!
And here as always, my name is Noah with
Kevin, what's up? We are back. We can finally say that with some emphasis because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done an episode.
Been a minute, and you know how I know it's been a minute? Because that intro, I was struggling. I didn't even do the.
I was gonna say he forgot the show that threads together music, movies, and
slogan.
TV. Come on, man.
It's been weeks.
It's been
weeks.
It's been 3 weeks since we've had an episode. Lots of things happened. Noah went to Vegas, so we couldn't do one that week. Noah got sick, so we couldn't do one the week after. And then Noah, hey, look, it's almost like there's a pattern here. Noah was out of town, so I'm just kidding. No, you know what? I've been thinking about it. I'm like, I gotta start figuring out how to do solo episodes.
Yeah, because
or have
honestly
a substitute co-host or some shit on the off days.
You might need a guest host.
Yeah,
they'll probably
have like
whoever it is more than me.
No, that's not true.
But I mean, you never know. You never know.
They always come for the slice of that Noah personality.
That's happened on certain YouTube channels though, where like they'll bring in a guest person, and I'm like, they're actually more entertaining than your usual co-host. You should just keep them on.
I mean,
but
hey, you never know. But we need crew members for that. I feel like it's usually like podcast teams. They have a crew, and then it's like whatever you come on if someone's missing. So I don't know. Maybe in 2022 we'll have some fresh faces on.
Or maybe
substitute.
I should just. I don't know. I guess
you're not quitting on me now. No, don't do that.
No. I was just gonna say, or maybe I should just like not. Because the thing is, we were gonna have to. It was gonna be 2 weeks regardless, right? Because I was doing the Vegas thing, and then I was out of town for Thanksgiving. The being sick one is where
that one was out of control. Really, well, actually, to be fair, we could have done the Vegas one. We could have pulled that one off. However,
we maybe.
I do understand. You were packing,
underprepared. So the Vegas one could have happened. It could have just been 1 week. We could have had just 1 week off. Because Thanksgiving, that's unavoidable. Unless he wants to lug his whole rig and shit. Everything, that would be a lot. But
just film it in the living room with your family on Thanksgiving.
I don't think they would enjoy that very much.
No, they would love it. What do you mean?
But you know what? No regrets. Not even getting sick, because I definitely got sick from Vegas. I don't know how. I had tonsillitis.
You got COVID.
It wasn't even COVID. I that would have made so much more sense.
It really would have. That's why I'm just like, how? How was it not COVID?
Yeah, it was literally tonsillitis. The doctors could not tell me.
Yeah, bro, what are you, 14?
Why?
Like, what?
No, seriously. They were like, do you have a history of like getting your tonsils infected? I was like, this is literally the first time this has ever happened to me. I was not. Kevin asked me if I was just kissing a bunch of randos in Vegas. I can confirm that I was not kissing any randos in Vegas.
Wouldn't be so sure about that, buddy.
Oh, really? I mean, it would be news to me. It'd be news to me. Maybe that first Thursday night was a little hazy, but
hey, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, Vegas was a great time though. I saw Kendrick Lamar.
No, I bet. That sounds amazing. And honestly, so many regrets not going. I saw several people on my social media went, and I was like, oh,
really? You really should have gone. It would have been fun, especially if we had gone together. It would have been a really good time. But I met up with.
I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known. There's a lot of things that I could have planned it out, and it would have worked out. But hey,
it would have. I made some friends beforehand via in a little Discord actually.
Oh, fun.
Some people, I met up with them.
Fun. Did you promo? Did you promo?
I should have promoted pod.
Dang.
I wasn't. I promoted the back. I'm still on the Discord.
You gotta be that guy.
I maybe I can I'll plug it in the Discord.
Maybe you should. I gotta. You know what? I gotta sew you like a badge or a lanyard or something. Force you to wear it so that way you're just always promoting.
I feel like I'm press. I'm with needle in the lens.
True. Honestly, we got to start doing that. And I've been thinking about it because I've been following Irish Film Critic religiously.
Yeah.
Like I've been getting the tweet notifications because like I'm just gonna go to every screening I can, and I'm like,
I feel like at some point it's gonna have to work because I feel like there's people that do that. Like you just act like you're press. Confidence is everything.
Exactly. No, I gotta start doing that at shows. Like just have a press pass pre-made.
Yeah.
Just have my camera around my neck. It all doesn't fucking work.
I do have a press pass, but it was from ACL actually.
Oh yeah.
Threw me her press badge. So I still have that. So maybe I should just bring that with me to every show and just be like, oh, press.
Just cover up the ACL logo. Just like, yeah, press.
Yeah, I don't even think it says ACL because it's like it was like a third party like.
So it's just generic as shit.
Thing. Yeah, it's like some other company. I don't know what it is. Might have been like C3 or something.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
Yeah. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They say you're not pressed, turn around. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no,
like,
it's not illegal to impersonate the press. What? That's not illegal. It's not like impersonating a police officer. I don't know why I was like, can they? I mean, that could technically be considered trespassing, I guess.
But are you trespassing though? You're trying to get in. You haven't even gotten in yet.
Well, attempted trespassing? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer.
Attempted trespassing? That's not a thing.
Well, I don't even think there's such a thing as an attempted trespassing. I think like if you try, that's just considered trespassing. I guess, yeah.
I don't know. If someone catches you like climbing a fence, like you're probably done for.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
But yeah, overall,
we should do that. And also, all these early screeners are on Wednesdays. We gotta reschedule the podcast or something. Wednesdays. Like I don't fucking know what the deal is.
Which is very unfortunate.
It is because I'm like I just want to do my podcast on Wednesday. And also, there's a West Side Story screening, so I don't know if we shoot the episode before that or not. I don't know. I might not even go.
I saw that. I was like, I don't know if because some of the thing is the theater is usually like the one in Houston is usually a little ways out.
Oh yeah.
So I don't always like unless it's a movie I'm really wanting to see. I'm like,
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna give the pass for that to my parents, honestly, because I was like, hey, you want to go see a free movie? Whatever. Go.
And then it's also a thing of like I never know just how early I should show up.
Because it really depends. Sometimes you really got to get there mega early. Like for Eternals, you had to be there like 2 hours. I got to
Eternals like an hour early.
Dude, it was crazy. I mean,
it was
also a mess. I went into the issues I had with my screening, but yeah. I mean, and then my friends and I went to go see Encanto. We were only like maybe an hour early at best, and we were fine. Like it was packed, but the only reason for that was because since it was a kids movie, they were giving out 4 passes per person. So everyone was bringing their kids and shit. So I was like, and it's me and all my fucking 20-something friends, and we're just like, yeah. What's up?
We're here for Encanto, y'all.
Which spoiler? I mean, that was a cool movie. It's just Sky High though.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I do love Sky High.
It's cool. Even though I can't stand Lin-Manuel, but whatever. That's That's besides the point. We can talk about that later.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a minute, but we're back.
It's been a lot of weeks. We're here. We're excited to talk about
a lot of stuff that happened, but the most important thing in the universe. Spotify Wrap dropped today, guys. Everyone, applause, clap. Where everyone gets to share what they've been listening to for the last year. All right, and everyone gets to be like,
everyone gets to
I'm
have
the curator of music
moment.
taste. Yeah, exactly. I'm the curator of music taste. And you know what?
This is a big day for annoying people because everyone is annoying people. Sometimes.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. I can agree with that.
And I feel like Spotify does a great job because they do like when you're doing Spotify Wrapped and you're going through it, as cringy as it is, and we were just talking about this, but as cringy as it is, they really make you feel like the main character.
They really do. Like they make you feel so important. And that's the thing
when
about
they're telling
Spotify
you like,
Wrapped.
you're in the top however much percent, I'm like, this is me. I am the number one fan.
I'm the best.
Exactly.
No, that shit feels good. That shit feels good.
Really good.
Anyway, though, it's time for us to be those annoying people because look, we have a fucking movie and music podcast. All right, we talk about this shit on here, and we talk about what we like, but what does Spotify say we like? What is the algorithm and the analytics say that we like? All right.
Yeah. And I'm very excited to see.
I'm excited too. I've seen mine.
Like.
Noah's seen his.
I haven't seen yours.
We haven't seen each other's.
Well, I saw one of yours.
I did show him one because I wanted to be funny, but I mean, it's not anything that would have been a surprise or anything. Anyway.
Yeah, no.
Without further ado, let's get into our excuse me, our Spotify Wrapped 2021. And if you recognize this this fucking PowerPoint slide, it's because I just copied the one from the Only You episode, by the way. Yeah. But it's fine. Hey, save the budget.
Before we get into it, I'll see, because I don't know when they're gonna pop up. But do you have any guesses on what? Like, do you have any predictions on what mine could look like?
Honestly, I have no idea. I feel like since doing the podcast, we talk at very specific times about music now. So it's I know certain things that I feel like might show up, but I also feel like you could surprise me. And also, I feel like mine's really easy. It's just, and I have some gripes about the way that it kind of works. Not really.
Yeah. But I feel like I could, if I had to guess yours, like I could probably guess.
Yeah. I think I could guess a couple of yours.
But I think because you've mentioned it.
Yeah. I could guess a couple of yours though.
Oh.
I think so.
So he claims. What would you guess?
Let's get into it. No. I'm gonna go in blind.
Okay.
And I will be honest. I'm gonna keep it in my head what I think it is, and when I see it pop up, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be like, called it. All right. Obviously I'm having my main character moment, so mine's first. Here we go. My 2021 movie soundtrack. The opening credits, Bruh with Denzel Curry remix.
Okay.
JID, Denzel. I had to do it. I was fucking obsessed with that song when it finally dropped on Spotify. So that was dope. I was really, really, not surprised to see that one there. That one dominated the earliest part of the year for me.
Right.
The final battle, which this makes no sense.
I was like, that's an interesting pick. There.
Good Girls Don't Get Used by Beach Bunny. Hey, fuck it. I was into that song. I was into that song quite a bit, and I did like that EP quite a bit as well.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm happy that one was on there because I feel like that is very reflective of how much more open musically I was this year compared to previous years.
For sure, you definitely were because
yeah. Mr. Nearly 400 Project Andy over here. That's me.
Yeah, we really did. You and I did a complete
180
flip flop this year.
Yeah. So, hey,
but good for you.
Exactly.
Hopefully next year I'll be back.
I'm ready to do the same thing next year. Honestly,
you have fun with that. I will literally never do that to myself.
Fuck it, bro. I'm doing it. Well, actually, I don't think I can if I don't keep doing DoorDash. Or maybe fuck it. I'll quit and I'll do Twitch full time and just do it on here.
There you go.
Do it for the audience. Twitch.tv/FlipTV live, by the way, folks. And for the dance off, Collard Green, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar. That one is actually a very interesting pick. There was a point in time this year where I do remember I was getting heavily back into Oxymoron because I was like, damn, this is such a good fucking record.
Man, I was getting into Oxymoron just a couple months ago, actually. Too.
Yeah, I don't remember how long ago it
holds
was.
Up.
It does. It's so good. This honestly wouldn't have been the pick I would have gone from this one.
You know why this is up there for the dance off? Because of that TikTok.
The meme. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why it was picked. But yeah, and there's because What They Want is on this one, right? That one with 2 Chainz?
Yes. No. I think is that on Blank Face?
Fuck. Now you have me questioning myself. Now I have to check. What? Not the Russ one. Yep, no, it's this one. It's Oxymoron.
Oxymoron.
But yeah, no. And definitely I was getting heavily back into this album. It's so fucking good. Yeah. So fucking good. Schoolboy Q, he really has such a great fucking catalog aside from
Why do I want to say that the vinyl is like a little.
It's really hard to get. I wanted to.
I was about to say. I feel like I remember it being difficult to get.
There was a repress at one point, and I was a little tight on funds, and I was like, I shouldn't. And then I was like, whatever. And then my girlfriend's like, I'll buy it for you if you want. I was like, that would be dope. But then by the time I was already like hesitating too much, sold out.
Yeah.
So it was unfortunate, but
literally only one for sale on Discogs.
Yeah, it's a little rough to get.
It's more than I want to spend.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But I don't know. Maybe I'm keeping my eye out on a repressing soon once I get money.
But all right, this is a good movie soundtrack.
Yeah, no, honestly, like looking at this now, I'm like, it's pretty valid. I like it.
It's a very interesting movie. Like I feel like the first two kind of go. That final battle, there was really something.
There is something happened there.
That third act was a little. It's kind of wild.
That's like a Guardians of the Galaxy moment, I feel like.
Yeah, it's like
you can have some meme shit in there.
This soundtrack, it's a little tonally inconsistent, but
so am I. I'm tonally inconsistent,
and that's why it's your movie soundtrack.
This is me. This is my movie. Let's look at Noah's movie soundtrack.
Look at my movie.
Opening credits, leave the door open. How did I know? That was the one.
That's a great opening credits song.
It is a great opening credits song. I'll give you that. That's a definite strong starter. Also, Valentine by Snail Mail, very solid track for the Big Kiss too.
That's a good Big Kiss track.
That is a good Big Kiss track. I'm also upset you get a big kiss in your movie, but I don't get a big kiss.
I don't, and you know why? Because I'm not getting any big kisses this year. So this is.
You're making
this is all I got. This is all I got, man.
No,
this is all I got.
And I think I know what it is, because if you look at the rest of my Spotify rap, I don't have any hoes. That's why they were like, you're not getting the big kiss this year. Who the fuck do you think you are? No hoes.
You know what? Neither am I though. Neither am I. Thankfully, Snail Mail came through for me.
Exactly. No, that's good. I think we both got like a solid middle one though. That's like. Shows a bit of range too. And also, I mean, the big game signs do a solid. Yours is very varied, and I like that. It's nice.
It's very varied, which is unexpected for my music taste this year. Because I mean, like I have said many times this year already, I was really into rap, like way more into rap than I have ever been. So I was not expecting this, but I was like, cool.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I guess I'm a little. Well, I'll get into more of it later. Never mind. But yeah, no. And I do like that Snail Mail track. I actually haven't heard that Do a Solid track, so I will definitely have to check it out.
It's good. Whose movie was better? Which movie would you rather watch?
Whose movie is better? I don't know, man. Mine has a dance off.
Yours does have a dance off. Mine feels very dramatic.
Yours is probably a fantastic romantic movie.
Yeah.
Mine's just kind of badass. Not gonna lie. Like imagine
it is.
Bruh for the opening credits. I mean, that's we're starting strong there with that movie.
But mine starts to Leave the Door Open. And I'm gonna go on the record and say Leave the Door Open is a better track than Bruh.
That's honestly probably valid, but I'm saying like tonally, I'm imagining this as a movie.
Yeah.
Leave the Door Open's a great opening credits song, but it's like I don't know. I feel like Bruh sets a very specific tone. I don't know, man.
It does.
Mine's just Step Up 8, I guess. I don't fucking know.
All right. I would watch my movie, okay? Because
I would watch my movie.
I think it's good. I would watch your movie too. I would watch.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is some pretty good action shit. And you know what? I would watch your movie too. That seems very sweet and lovely.
Thank you. Yeah, the Do a Solid track actually is kind of out of place, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
But we'll take it. They're great.
Exactly. Bing boop bop. Let's move on to my minutes listened. 59,952.
I knew yours would blow mine out of the water.
Oh really? I haven't seen yours yet.
You literally listen. That's literally all you do when you work.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know because we talked about this a little bit off the podcast, but since I got YouTube Premium, I've been watching a lot more YouTube lately, and also just over the past couple of weeks, I've just not been super into like looking for new music, and also there hasn't been a ton of anything important. But yeah, no, mine's pretty high. I've seen higher though, which is insane to me.
No, I've definitely seen higher. Like I've definitely seen higher. Mine was Mine is definitely lower than yours. I'll say I thought yours would be a lot higher.
I did too. I don't know what the fucking deal is
because of how much you do DoorDash and listen to music. And
I didn't do a ton of DoorDash this year actually. I did not make
true.
I did not make so far. I have not made nearly as much as I did last year, and it's just been a lot of on and off. I've been like going. I guess like in a post-COVID world, I'm out doing things, and sometimes I'm not the one driving, so like I don't get the aux and shit like that. So
makes sense.
It's a little bit lacking, but we're gonna get those numbers up next year. And also, if I could listen to Spotify while streaming, those numbers would be up a lot higher. But DMCA head ass is over here. But let's look at Noah's. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yours was significantly
34,000
more.
Damn, that's not a lot. Damn, you're busy, man. You're busy. You have a life.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this life?
I've been working a lot.
No, that's good. No, that's good. I'm proud of you. Get your money. But 95% versus 86%. That's insane.
Yeah.
I knew mine was gonna be high though. I
knew yours would be significantly higher than
not gonna lie, I kind of expected high 60s maybe.
I thought yours would be a lot. Like I expected yours to be at least double.
Yeah.
What mine was.
Exactly. But no, I guess sometimes
because you listen to everything under the sun.
I guess so, yeah. But it's not about quantity. It's about I guess that's also a quantitative number.
that's
length of time. It's slightly different, but yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just leave my phone on at night so I can just get my numbers up.
That happened to me. What year was that? 2018.
Wasn't that? Didn't you do that for fucking
rabid Brockhampton?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I literally just left Iridescence playing overnight.
Number one album of all time.
They need to go number one, and they did.
And then the week after.
Yeah, and then they it was like that. But
the Yummy Method. Works every time.
Yummy Method. I did the Yummy Method before the Yummy Method existed.
Yeah, but it's more iconic for being the Yummy Method because he fucking...
Whatever.
Because he fucking posted that shit.
Because he posted it.
Weirdo. It's real fucking weirdo shit.
That was last year.
That was last year, yeah, because it was for...
Okay.
Because Yummy wasn't on Justice.
Oh, yeah, it was on...
the Changes. Other one. Changes, yeah, that one. I don't know. Whatever. But
34,000.
34,000?
I need to get that up
next. It's not bad. It's not bad though. 86%. You got to keep in mind. I mean, I guess you can think about like some people that like maybe only ever listen to music once in a while. They count as like the more bottom half. I mean, 86%. That's nothing to scoff at. It's not 95. It's not 95, but hey.
No.
No, you'll get your numbers up next year. I promise you.
I hope.
Moving on, my top song, of course.
Who's Surprised?
Who's Surprised? I'm pretty sure that's what the opening credits is. But although 79 streams, actually, that's a lot. Now that I think about it, that song's
that's
what 3 minutes long, 80 times 3. That's 240
you went pretty heavy
minutes.
On it.
I went really heavy on it right when it dropped, but it fell off for me so hard, and that's the weird thing. I don't know, and this is kind of getting into my gripes with this. Is Spotify Wrapped is very early portion of the year heavy. So whatever you're bumping the first, like, I'll even say 6 months, that's your Wrapped.
Here's the thing that I think about that. Because I feel like the reason it kind of seems that way is because you're going to have more time to listen to stuff early in the year. That stuff that drops early in the year rather than later.
There's less stuff to listen to.
That, but also I'm just saying, like, you can listen to something that drops in February more times. You can generally listen to it more times than something that drops in August,
of course. But I think, like, so here's the thing. This song I have not heard a bunch since that time that I, like, when I was going really heavy on it. And here's what kind of set me up to have this song. And look, I'm not complaining. I love this song a lot, and it's completely valid being my top song. But what sets me up to have this song as my top song, I started my 2021 favorites very early in the year. Pretty much as soon as the song dropped, I was like, boom, favorites playlist now.
Yeah.
So I set this playlist up, And there weren't a lot of tracks because not a lot of stuff that really wowed me had come out by then.
Right, I remember.
So I'm listening to a playlist with like 3 songs. I'm exaggerating, obviously. So it's going to repeat. And then it's kind of also the whole thing with Spotify Shuffle and kind of pushing you towards certain tracks sometimes.
100%.
You know, that's also accounted for it too. But yeah,
but
there's a lot of
this would have been my guess for your top song.
Yeah, and my guess for your top song would have been, whoa, okay, never mind. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, never mind.
What were you going to guess?
I was going to say Leave the Door Open. What the fuck?
I knew you were about to say that.
Because I thought the intro song was just whatever your top song was.
Yeah.
Pup.
No.
By Kenny Mason. By
Kenny Mason. What a phenomenal song. What a phenomenal song. His best song, in my opinion.
Damn.
It's a great song. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. You know what? Now we're on
surprising.
We're in surprise territory here. Mine's mega predictable.
Yours was pretty predictable. I feel like that. I mean, maybe I didn't talk about this track as much because I think when you heard it, you were like, yeah, it was cool. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. You don't have good taste. I'll just listen to it on my own and I'll enjoy it.
Listen, man.
Myself. But it's a great song. I love this song so much. I'll say I think it's his most ambitious song. It's not his most bar heavy song.
I'll have to check it out again. I don't quite remember this one all that clearly. Yeah, I don't remember a ton off of Supercut. I really do need to go back to it. It's not getting any higher for me though. Sorry, bud.
Whatever. This is a great track. I like it. It's like, got different phases sort of that it goes through. Nice.
There you go.
Very great job. Kenny Mason, once again, coming to y'all from, and to say that I am still the biggest Kenny Mason fan on YouTube. And I will stand by that.
There you go.
Stand by it.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I would give you that. I don't think I've heard nearly enough people talk as highly about him. So yeah, you probably are the biggest Kenny Mason fan on YouTube. I'll make you a t-shirt that says that now.
Thank you. I would wear that a lot.
You'd wear that a lot, just every Wednesday on the podcast.
I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud.
You know, that is something to be proud of, being the biggest of. Because I don't think I could be considered the biggest Denzel Curry fan because everyone hypes him up like he's that dude.
That is true.
I don't think
gotta be.
I mean, I'm up there.
You have to find an artist that, like Kenny Mason, like you got to hop on it when it's early.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that. I mean, I think definitely last year a lot of people were on him. Like I heard his name being tossed around a lot, but
I
not
feel like I
not
hear
as
about
heavily.
him a lot more now than I did.
I guess so. I don't know. I think whenever that album came out, that name was being thrown around a lot for me. Really? So I was like, really? It was popping up in circles, man. But hey, it's cool. No, it's cool.
Well, I want to know what circles because this man has literally never been able to cross 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
Speaking of, Jid has 16 monthly listeners on Spotify.
It's actually 17
million. Because fucking League of Legends, bro. League of Legends fucking dudes
and
are
Imagine
crazy.
Dragons.
Well, yeah. Well, no, it's League of Legends. That's why. It's not specifically because of Imagine Dragons.
I feel like Imagine Dragons is the biggest drawing.
No. You got to keep in mind, dude, you don't know how many fucking people play League of Legends, bro.
But also, here's the thing. I'm thinking about all the other tracks people have done for League of Legends, and they haven't popped off as hard as this one.
I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel like it's the combination of League of Legends, because Denzel did a song for League of Legends, too.
Yeah, I guess, and he doesn't have...
For that show.
He doesn't have 17 million monthly listeners.
He doesn't have 17 million monthly listeners.
I guess that's true. Well, wait, does that... I guess I feel like they were advertised kind of differently. I think the Jid one was like a lot more front and center. I don't know.
I mean, I think it was because it was
Imagine Dragons. So there you go.
Because it was Imagine Dragons, yeah.
Makes sense. Imagine Dragons reference coming later in the show, by the way. My top songs.
Oh, really? All right, let's see what we're working with here. Okay.
Bruh.
Okay.
Buzzcut.
Oh, wow.
I'm a little surprised by some of them.
I would have 100% guessed the first two.
Yeah,
easily.
Of course. I was bumping those ones a lot.
The last ones, I'm thinking, does this make sense? But I was like, You're Bad Boldy, does that make sense? But that album came out in what, December? Late November?
Late November
of last year?
It came.
So it would make sense
right as I switched to Spotify, it came and then I switched to Spotify pretty shortly after.
Yeah,
and
so
I mean,
that would make sense.
That was fucking one of my gym anthems too. Like I was.
Yeah, it's a great
shit.
track. I was actually just listening to Boldy earlier, but
yeah.
I would not have guessed. I probably wouldn't have guessed the Beach Bunny one.
Yeah, no, that one has been popping up a lot, and I'm very surprised by it. Not mad about it though. Fantastic track.
And
Fantastic
I definitely
EP.
would not have guessed Juvenile Hall.
Yeah, honestly, that one, I don't know. I think that's a Spotify thing. I think
you listen to a lot of you have a lot of playlists.
Yeah, I do have a lot of playlists.
Like a lot of playlists with with a bunch of songs in them.
Yes.
So I think that can be because you just started doing the monthly playlist.
I did just start doing the monthly playlist thing, yes. Oh, I gotta start my December one now that I think about it.
Yeah. So I think that will change the way that your rap looks going forward.
Yes.
Because it'll be whereas you're listening to bigger playlists with songs from many different years.
Exactly. And especially
those are kind of like this is what I really want to listen to right now.
Yeah, no. And I have enjoyed having the monthly playlists a lot more than those ones. Although like I mean, I have to have my gym playlist. And here's the thing. This is my biggest issue is that because I listen to so much different stuff, the things I listen to consistently the most is my gym playlist because when I go to the gym, that's what I throw on. I've tried to like throw on some other stuff every now and then. I'm probably going to try to do that more often. So that way my rap is a little more reflective, but that's what I'm listening to consistently. And these 3 tracks are all in there. This one, especially Spotify loves to throw my way. Juvenile Hell, they love to throw me that song. And I love it when it comes on because I feel like I could fucking lift 1,000,000 pounds and shit. Yeah. Same thing with On 10 too.
And that's what you want. And
exactly.
I'll say I like your top songs. I think it's good. It's varied.
It's not varied enough. Here's the thing. It's not varied enough as what I would want.
It's varied in comparison. You'll see mine.
Okay.
It's more varied.
I'm a little excited to see that now. But yeah, no, it's a little varied. Definitely the Beach Bunny one helps out a lot. But there's some tracks that I wish were on here. Like I wish some Remy Wolf stuff was on here. I was getting heavily into her shit when that album came out.
Did that pop up on your playlist though?
I don't know if it popped up in the playlist. I'll have to double check because I only got a bit through it, but I was so heavily into that. Sexy Villain, Liquor Store, like all that shit.
I had Liz fairly high up on my
I'm pretty sure Liz is very high in mine because that was one of the first ones that I got heavily into. But yeah. That's definitely would have loved to have seen some of her on there. Also, Japanese Breakfast would have liked to have seen. I was getting pretty into that record too.
It was weird because my friends I know they were pretty into Japanese Breakfast too. I mean, so was I. I think we all were.
Yeah, no, it's good out.
But they were like, I don't have any Japanese Breakfast on my rap, which is so weird because I listen to so much.
It's so odd. Because I love Be Sweet, Slide Tackle. Like
Slide Tackle made it on.
Oh, it did?
To my playlist. Yeah.
I don't know if it made it into mine because the one playlist that I know that's specifically in is my script writing playlist and my coming of age music playlist, which also, by the way, I'm like, when I've been on my way to shoot those movies, I'm like, this is the playlist I'm gonna put on. This makes sense here.
Just get that Gene Dawson going.
Yeah, main character moment, by the way. But let's look at your top songs. Pup.
Let's look at mine.
All right. I see what you mean by not a lot of variation.
Yep. Not at all.
You have 2 Vince Staples tracks and 2 Kenny Mason tracks. Sir, do you have any explanations for yourself?
I really like Kenny Mason and I really like Vince Staples. And Leave the Door Open is a really good song.
That's the one. But damn, 2 of each art. Shit,
yeah,
dude.
I've had 2 of one artist in my top 5. I've never had 2 songs from 2 artists.
That's insane in my top 5. To me. Wow, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's actually really crazy.
Yeah, I'll say, I am not surprised. I'm not surprised that Kenny Mason and Vince Staples are here. I'm definitely not surprised about Leave the Door Open. I am surprised though that The Shining was my number 2. Granted,
Yeah.
I loved that song, and I love Sundown Town. But I would have guessed that I probably listened to Sundown Town more than The Shining, and I'm sure between all of these, the gaps were not that far between them all.
Right. Because I mean,
except
Puppy only
maybe
had
like Pup to
55.
The Shining. I feel like Pup to The Shining might have been a pretty big gap.
Really? Because
honestly.
I was gonna say
listened to
you only
Pup a
had
lot.
55 streams on Pup.
But Pup came out at the beginning of the year, is the thing. Like, well, not the beginning. Well, no, yeah, it was pretty early in the year.
It was definitely early half.
Yeah. So I feel like I would have had a lot of more time to listen to that. And I listened to my Kenny Mason playlist a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I didn't know you had a full Kenny Mason playlist.
I do have a full Kenny Mason playlist.
Oh man, I gotta start making those again. I used to have like my fucking Just Denzel playlist. I had my playlist making was like, I'm gonna put 2 artists together that I think work together. So I had like a Jid and Earth Gang one. I had I had a bunch of different ones on my old Spotify account and my old Apple Music account.
Yeah,
So,
see, that's the artist playlists are the move sometimes, because that shuffle artist feature on Spotify is pretty trash. And also there are a bunch of songs like from Kenny that I have that I've downloaded.
Yeah.
On that playlist, so it's just like better. But
yeah,
it was interesting. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't say I was entirely surprised.
Right.
I'm surprised Apartments was there actually. I didn't realize I listened to that one that much. But that was the first single from
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
the album, so that makes sense. And yeah, like I said, no explanation for Leave the Door Open like that. I feel like it speaks for itself.
It really does. That one we were all doing that one. I will say there's a song that I'm surprised was not in mine that I was bumping a lot. I'm surprised Montero wasn't on there, because I was bumping that one.
It's probably in your play. A lot of the songs that I was like,
definitely
I expected
in the playlist.
This is my playlist.
Yeah.
Do you know what your number 6 song was? I'm curious. Like the one that was just off.
You gotta make me check and shit. I wish it had the stats next to it. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
4-5 in My Pocket by Fleet Lord DJ Muggs, which that makes so much sense. Spotify was pushing that one hard on me, and I loved that song when I first heard it.
Yeah.
And
That's a
actually,
good number
what?
6.
Scatterbrain's number 7.
My number 6 and 7 were number 6. What? And this would have been wild to see in my top 5, honestly. It was Best Friend by Sweetie and Doja Cat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very okay.
I really like that song.
I mean,
It's a very good
That's
song.
valid. Yeah.
Yeah, and then my number 7 was No Sense by Baby Keem.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no Baby Keem in yours, but
Yeah. So
and no Cardi in yours, for shame.
no Cardi in mine.
Yeah.
No Cardi in mine.
I mean, I'm kind of low on Cardi right now for obvious reasons, but you know, hey.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, he is on my naughty list.
Yeah.
He is getting a lump of coal for Christmas.
All right, Santa. Oh,
yeah.
Actually, you'll be happy to hear. Hold on, I gotta count a bit. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kenny Mason has my 14th song. It's a little bit lower, but that's still higher than a lot.
Let me guess. Is it Much Money?
No. It's an older song.
Oh, it's it's an older song. Oh, it's Metal Wings.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you do always talk about that. That is the one song you really.
Also, just looking at my top ones, I'm still just a fucking Griselda Andy. I really thought I was past that this year. It's again, gym. It's what I'm bumping in the gym.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But hey. Moving right along. This audio or shit.
These, I was like, what does this
mean? This is so stupid.
Boring.
My top music moods are bold and hype. Again, reflects the gym.
Like, they literally chose the most boring adjectives.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then confident and bold. There you go. So the only difference is I have hype and you have confident. So you have baddie. You have baddie.
Very
music
untrue. It's so untrue.
No,
I think they're just like,
sure,
listen to rap music, and that's really braggadocious. So
I mean, so do I. That's why mine's hype. I think you just listen to baddie music. That's probably why you have.
That, I mean, hey, Best Friend was my
Best
number
Friend,
6.
yeah, that's probably
like,
what it was.
Know, you don't want to see me when I'm riding in the car, okay? Because I'm having a good time.
Having a good time.
Really good time.
You're feeling yourself, BBL Noah. BBL Noah.
Wow. We're pretty close.
BBL Noah close. Arc. Let's do it. Moving along. All right, my top genres. Wow. Okay, number 2, surprising. Underground hip hop. Fucking obviously. Alternative R&B. Nice. Okay. Very happy to see that. Alt hip hop, pop rap, and indie pop. This is like the first year indie pop would have been anywhere near my top 5. Very happy it's there. I was getting a lot into a lot of that shit, like the aforementioned Remy Wolf, fucking what is Japanese Breakfast, shit like that. I was getting into.
Were you doing any Phoebe? Doing any Phoebe this year?
You know what? I'm gonna say I haven't been listening to Phoebe a bunch on Spotify, although it has come up on like certain playlists. Yeah. You are absolutely correct. That is a fall winter album. I just spun that today while I was working on some like website coding.
It's different.
It hits so different and it's so good.
Yeah.
It was so worth it. And like that's the one thing, like I look at the vinyl on my wall and I'm like, all right, I need to spin something while I'm working. I was like, Phoebe. That's like my go-to, honestly. At this point.
It's a good vinyl album. It's a really good vinyl.
It's fantastic. But yeah, no. I mean, I was definitely bumping some Phoebe, like in specific things, like when I'm listening to my coming of age playlist or like my cruising and driving playlist, like shit like that. So, but yeah, I don't know what the fuck pop rap. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Drake.
No. Although I was pretty high on Way Too Sexy. That's a good song.
It's a good song.
It's a good song, but alt R&B, happy to see that there. I'm trying to think about who they'll be.
I wish they would provide a breakdown,
right? Like specific artists, like even just like 2 artist examples. It would be right.
Some there and Spotify genres are always so
shit and confusing.
Yeah,
and
I'm like, and what? There was a genre they made last year. I'm literally going back to look at what it was because I was like, that's not even a. What does that even mean?
That's not even a thing. No, but I guess I'm thinking like alt R&B is like Van Jess. I was pretty heavy on that.
Oh yeah, it was escape room. They had a genre here called escape room.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It was my number 4 genre of last year.
That's so weird. Yeah, no, they're doing weirdo shit. And then yeah, that's that, I suppose. But your top genres now. Wow. Okay. Literally, our top 3 do not change.
Oh, they're the
exact same. You literally just see the bottom. Wait, which one's? Okay, art pop at number 4, and neo soul at number 5. I can tell exactly who is the reason for your number 5.
Who were you going to say?
Genesis.
Genesis.
And
that's what I was thinking.
Topaz. I would think that would count.
Topaz. Yeah,
that would count too.
Counts.
So yeah, those are the reasons for your 5. I was getting a lot more into the Genesis Owusu project. Like I was kind of like, I want this on my Wrapped, but it was already too late by the time I did it. But
I just re-listened to it front to back the other day.
Yeah, I spun it when it came in. I was very happy.
I actually just re-listened to that and Topaz.
I did like, too because I've been trying to go back to like the ones I'm like, these are my top ones. Or like these are ones that I'm like considering for my top 10, top 15, whatever slots.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me re-listen to them so I can get a gauge of where they're gonna land. But yeah.
Right.
And then art pop, I'm guessing that's like I don't know. It's not hyper pop because that's like classified as his own thing, but I don't know. I don't know what would I guess Charlie could qualify for that in some respect.
That is their hyper pop. It could be Charlie.
No, because I know they do count hyperpop as a separate thing because I saw my girlfriend's and that was her top genre, surprisingly enough.
Really? I'm wondering who could have fallen into art pop.
Lady Gaga. She has the album art pop.
Yeah, maybe.
Nah, it was.
I mean, yeah, no, yeah, I know. I'm just like I don't know what they're counting as art pop.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
They should have a breakdown of certain artists underneath.
Just give us 3 artists for each. That's like would make it easy. But yeah, it's so funny that our top 3 are the same, and it makes sense. That's why we do this podcast, by the way.
Yeah,
that's why we get along. But 2 truths and a lie. All right. All right, buddy. Which one's... Now we have to guess. Which one's false?
I'm guessing which one is false. That's
yes.
right. I was going to say, I know which one is true. I can see which one... one of them I know is true. All and right. I feel like... well,
which one do you know is true?
I feel like the last one is true. And I'll say, I binge listen to. I'm gonna say the first one is a lie. DJ Muggs was not in all of your playlists, or appeared in your playlist the most.
So you're wrong, actually.
I'm wrong?
You are wrong. Surprisingly enough, DJ Muggs is in the most of my playlists, and I think that's just because he had like 4 different albums come out that I listened to, and they were all in my weekly releases playlist. You know?
I forgot you make weekly. I'm thinking just playlist. Just like
no, they're in my weekly releases playlist.
Forgot about that.
He had American Cheese, he had Ram LZ, he had that one with Rome Streets, and then like a couple other ones. But yeah, so that one was true.
Man. All right.
And the JPEG Mafia one is also true. Surprisingly enough, very embarrassing to expose this on the podcast, but
exposed on the pod.
Needle in the Lens isn't the podcast I binge listen to the most. Why the fuck would I want to listen to my own voice the most?
Which one is the one that you binge the most?
I'll skip ahead. My top podcast is Super Mega Cast.
Interesting.
That's the one that, I mean, most of the time, I'm listening to it with my girlfriend in the car. That's like kind of one of the things that we enjoy. Like, especially if we have a long drive, this is what we're throwing on. So
interesting.
Shout out to these stupid fucks, I guess.
Nice,
but yeah, no, that was the surprise one. And then Peggy's obviously the one I binge listen to the most. Cause like when I get in a Peggy mood, I'm in a Peggy mood for a long time.
That happened. Yeah. That happened to me right after the album dropped. I've noticed my attention span with albums this year was a lot shorter.
You know, mine got a lot shorter towards the end of the year.
Like I will really go all in on an album and then I'll just completely drop it.
Yeah. It's
like that.
It's crazy.
That actually just happened to me with Peggy recently. Like the album first came out, I was going wild. And I was like, okay, I'm good.
I don't know. I've been going back to it like as much as I can, but mostly I've just been going back to Hazard Duty Pay. Like I've been bumping that.
I went back to
couple
it today.
Days.
I went back to it today. I think Untitled is probably like on the offline version. Like, oh God, that one's amazing. That one's really amazing.
But no, I think just seeing Hazard Duty Pay live and just like remembering that gets me up to. I need to check. I need to actually check if I have that on video. I don't remember if I recorded that, but I hope I did. But
hopefully.
All right, let's see. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. The artist I binge listened to the most was Tyler. Song I binge listened to the most was Leave the Door Open. And Release Radar was my number 1 Spotify playlist of the year. You know what? I look at the fucking Friends feed. I know the last one's true.
Yeah?
It's not? All right, hold on.
I'm just asking.
I know that one's true. I'm gonna say that one's true.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the last Tyler the Creator. I don't see it.
You're wrong.
What? Is Release Radar not it?
To the most. No, Release Radar is.
I fucking knew it.
It's so funny that the most recent Release Radar, like the front picture is just like Dionne Warwick, just like staring back.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
So Leave the Door Open's not the song. You know, that was my second choice.
Leave the Door Open is not the song I've been listening to the most. The song I've been listening to the most was...
makes sense would be Pup, right?
It was not Pup.
It was
either.
Not. What the
It was Same Size Shoe by Serpent with Feet.
Oh, I fucking should have known.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which I'm surprised that song didn't end up in my top 5 because when that thing dropped, I listened to that song. I mean, I binge listened to it. I literally binge listened to it.
No,
like,
that is...
Those first 3 days, probably that song came out, you could not stop me.
Amazing song. Also, I just realized, I hate to like go back a bunch.
Yeah.
This is different than the first time I looked at it.
It changes.
It changes. So actually, these two were the same. The second song I had was Exposure by Shelly.
See, what happens is sometimes the
middle one is a roll. The middle one is a roll. You get different ones. It was like when you confess your love in the rain or some shit. I'm like, that is beautiful.
Right.
I should have saved
And
that
Exposure
one.
was a song that would be good. I might watch your movie just for that scene.
Honestly, I should have fucking saved that one. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Well, it looks like we both don't know each other, I guess.
I guess not. But the fact that you knew Release Radar, I guess
No, because I look at when I'm on my PC and shit, and I have Spotify open, and the friend feeds up. It says Noah listening to this off of.
I stalk
Release
the friend
Radar.
feed all the time.
Yeah,
multiple times a day.
I stalk that shit.
But I guess, and at first I was like, that's my number one playlist, but my number one Spotify playlist. So I guess it's.
That makes it so much easier then. Yeah.
Yeah, I
thought
like,
it was just your number one playlist in general.
Yeah, because at first when I saw that, I was like, there's no way. But then I was like, okay, wait, actually.
Spotify playlist.
My number one Spotify playlist. That makes sense.
But yeah, there's that. My top podcast. Yours is IndieWire, millions of screens. Interesting.
It is
1,200 minutes.
I love that podcast. It is so good. Love hearing them talk about TV every week. But they've actually been gone. They literally just stopped uploading episodes in like September, and I don't know what's going on.
Damn, it's time for us to take over.
It is time for us to take over.
IndieWire, emails in the description. Hit us up. We're ready to take over.
Come on. I am. But I really love this podcast. I listen to it so often.
I gotta get back into podcasts, honestly. Like, I don't listen to them nearly enough. I think I'm gonna listen to JRE.
Yeah, because I don't even think you had a section for the top 5. I had to add mine.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't have that. I didn't have a section for that. And then there's your top podcast. Yeah, I had 2. We're top 5, boys. We're top 5.
Right at the bottom.
Right
at the bottom.
I'll take it. I'll fucking take
and
it.
You
top
know what?
5. Right under Dead End Hip Hop.
Right under Dead End Hip Hop. I'll take I'm surprised it was there. Although at the beginning of our podcast, I listened to our podcast back when we were first starting, just because I felt like I really needed to. I don't know. I wanted to hear our podcast for ourselves. Oh, no, not nostalgia. Because I mean, it would have been episodes that just happened like.
Oh, you're saying at the beginning. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the year when we first started, I was like, let me listen back to these podcasts, kind of, listen to myself.
Yeah.
Critique myself, see what I can do better. But yeah, I don't listen to us.
Yeah, maybe you actually do need to post this screen on your social media, by the way. Because we cracked the top 5, boys.
We did crack.
Let's
go. Top 5. My other podcast, pretty good. Dead End Hip Hop. Love them, obviously.
Very nice.
Bodega Boys, Jesus and Marrow. Love the show. Love the podcast. And then Carson Runquist, who he does like, whatchamacallit, like video essays and stuff on YouTube and whatnot. And he has a podcast where he just talks about movies with his friends. So it's just like, it's just like a chill podcast. IndieWire definitely is my favorite out of all of them now.
No, I definitely want to try more podcasts because, like, I don't know. I think
look here, you got 4 you can try.
There you go. Boom. I'm not. Because I know. So there's obviously I listen to Megan R podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I wanted to, there's some more news. I think they have a podcast. I would listen. I don't know. I feel like my last 3, I would end up filling out with like political shit.
Interesting.
I don't know. I feel like I would have one like pop culture one, like music, movies, TV, and shit like that.
Right.
But yeah,
I'm a big pop culture. I never really got into like, well, there are some. It depends. I'll go through my phases where I want to listen to political podcasts.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes like podcasts don't do it for me. Like I like the regular Some More Newscast, but I don't know. I've never tried their podcast, so I don't know.
I mean, hey, 2022, you can always try something new.
Damn, it's gonna be 2022. Oh my god! Ooh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me I'm gonna be 22, bro. Don't tell me that.
Don't tell me I'm gonna be how old I'm not even gonna say it out loud.
23. And me. My top artist. Is anyone surprised?
No one at all.
Denzel, Aquarius, Killer Curry. Come on, man.
No one at all is surprised.
2,031 minutes streamed.
It's a lot of minutes.
Most played song is actually a featured track. Interesting.
Yeah, because I mean that was your.
That was my top song.
That was your top song. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's I was a little surprised when this came out. I mean, I had times where I was going back to a lot of his stuff, and he dominates my gym playlist.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's what she said. But he fucking owns that playlist, and
yeah, I mean he makes great gym music.
Yeah, exactly.
He really does.
And it's just, I guess it's just a surprise because I didn't go back to Unlocked 1.5, and that's a project that he came out this year. So I didn't go back to that one a lot. Although having gone back through just like my liked music, it's been popping up a lot more. Specifically, the Take It Back Charlie Heat remix. That's been popping up a lot. But yeah,
that's a good one.
It is a good
one. Not surprising to me at all.
No, not surprising. And knowing what I know now, I think I can guess yours.
You think you could guess
Kenny Mason
pretty easily?
Yeah. There you go. 1357 minutes streamed. Kenny Mason, most played song, Pup. Yeah. Based on the information available to me
that you now know. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, this is not what I was expecting.
Who were you expecting?
I was expecting Silk Sonic and Lil Nas X, not gonna lie.
Wow.
That's because I feel like that's what we talked about from you the most. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess Kenny Mason doesn't come up. I feel like the things that that both of us are mutually into the most is gonna come up more. I'm not gonna just go on and on about. You like him, but you don't like him. He's your top artist, like him.
Well, yeah. I don't like anyone like that except Denzel Curry because he's my top artist. Like that's how it works.
But Kenny Mason isn't in your top 5. He's probably not even in your top 10.
Top 10 artists? Definitely not right now. No, I didn't listen to him a bunch this year, but he was in my top like 15 tracks though.
I guess that is true. I'm just
I'm trying to look at who my artists are. We'll get into that later because I have the artist revealed one, but. Yeah, no surprises here. Well, now no surprises.
Right.
Here's my top 5. This is the one that I sent to him because I was like, damn, Rap Talk Andy over here. That's me.
Yeah.
Really Denzel, Freddie, Boldy, Brockhampton, JPEG Mafia. I'm literally every fucking rap Twitter white dude.
Yeah, and you know what? That's all right. At least you had Boldy in there to
Boldy's like the one that broke it up, but hey.
But yeah,
what are you gonna do? Fuck it.
You did not beat the hip hop Twitter allegations.
I'm not beating the allegations. I got no hose. All right.
Nah.
It's just this is not.
And and even though you showed it to me, I could have guessed.
Yeah, no, this is super easy.
I probably could have guessed all of these.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, this was a very easy guess. This is by and large. I feel like this is exactly the same as it was last year. I feel like maybe move some of them around. Maybe Brockhampton wasn't on that last year. But I feel like
they probably maybe not.
I don't know.
For me, the thing that happens is I'm not gonna have an artist in my top 5 if they don't drop a new project that year. It's just not gonna happen.
I don't know, man. Freddie Gibbs also dominates my gym playlist too. So
I could definitely see that.
But Boldy dropped, Peggy dropped. I feel like Peggy snuck his way in. I don't think he was nearly as high until he dropped LP.
I was kind of. I don't know if I would have guessed Peggy in there. Like I might have been between a few options for
who would you have said for my 5th
one? Maybe Tyler. Maybe
I would have said I'm actually kind of surprised he's not on there because I was really high on Call Me If You Get Lost.
I might have guessed that one instead of Peggy. Also because I don't know what you listen to more. If you listen to the offline or the online for LP.
So when I'm listening to
mostly
tracks,
listen to
when I'm listening to specific tracks, I try to listen to the online. And also I feel like a lot of this placement has to do with driving on the way to the concert, listening to the Peggy.
I was thinking
that's a big portion of it, but also I did listen to LP a lot. I listened to the online about 3 times, and then probably offline fully, maybe 3 or 4 times as well. But yeah, that one definitely snuck its way on there towards the end of the Wrapped cycle, but it makes sense. Tyler, though, definitely is what is missing. All right, now
I would have.
Let me see if I can guess yours. All right, Kenny Mason. Obviously, we know that.
Right.
Vince Staples, number 2.
Okay.
Silk Sonic, number 3.
Okay.
Fuck. Tyler. I have no fucking idea for the 5th one, and I feel like I'm wrong past the 3rd one. I think I definitely got the top 3 right, but okay,
Yep.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, Kenny Mason, Tyler, Vince, Baby Keem, and Isaiah Rashad. Okay.
Yep.
You know what? You were really high on that Isaiah Rashad, pun intended.
I was really into that.
Yeah.
I was really into that Isaiah Rashad, and I was also interesting. I'm not surprised Baby Keem is there.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Although the Melodic Blue didn't live up to what I thought it was going to be, I still I was really into the singles. And I also was still, I feel like, really into Die For My Bitch. Like, I'm still listening to that one a lot.
No, when the Melodic Blue came out, I was going pretty heavy on it. And then I also went back and listened to Die For My Bitch. And honestly, like, I took a lot of songs off of both of those projects. And they've been pretty consistently in rotation.
So I feel like, for me, it was more Keem stuff that came out before the Melodic Blue.
Right.
But then obviously I did listen to the Melodic Blue.
Yeah.
A fair amount.
Yeah. And like Family Ties, Range Brothers.
Right. I listened to Family Ties a lot. I listened to Range Brothers and, a couple other tracks. So
Family Ties lives in the gym playlist, by the way.
Yeah, I can definitely
jump
see
in
that. And I am honestly surprised that Tyler was so high.
Yeah,
but especially because now I know I binge. I binge listen to Tyler.
Yeah.
So I guess there was just that point in time when the album first came out that he just really, I was just going all in, and he just shot up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Vince, I thought Vince was gonna be my number 1. I honestly did.
Really?
But then I started getting really into Kenny again, like later in the year.
Right.
So yeah, but clearly Vince never stood a chance at number 1.
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like he might have been a little close behind Tyler though.
Probably.
But yeah, definitely not a chance against Kenny Mason. But
Right. Yeah, no chance. I don't think anyone stood a chance against Kenny Mason. But happy to see Isaiah.
That was
great.
That one definitely surprised me, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I didn't know if he would make it, honestly.
You know what? I guess like when you're, because for Wrapped, the only thing that's counting from Silk Sonic is Leave the Door Open. So, and maybe Skate, I guess, because everything else came out too late, and I highly doubt you listen to Skate that much.
I did not.
Yeah, I gotta stop. I gotta stop putting my cards in that bucket.
I can see why you would have thought Silk Sonic and Lil Nas X.
I'm surprised.
I actually,
he's not on there.
Would have guessed. I thought maybe James Blake could have snuck in there.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, maybe even Little Sims, only because, I guess it did come out in September, which is
a little close.
Yeah. So it shouldn't have nearly as much time. But like when I look at my top artists from the past 6 months, like she's in my top 5.
Yeah.
But
that's what honestly the past 6 months I feel like is a much better indicator of my taste.
Yeah.
I think I'm also like I have to log back in on that because I want to check. But moving on, we just have the
there we go.
All in all, Denzel, Freddie, yeah. Top five minutes. Listen, my top genre. What color did you pick though? Okay, purple and yellow, nice.
Oh, I forgot you could pick a color.
Yeah, you could
I
pick
literally
a color.
just did the
I picked this one.
first. That one. I feel like yours is kind of uglier than mine, but
I mean, yeah, but I was like, all right, what's gonna be the closest to match the podcast theme? This kind of matches like the end of the needle, kind of, not really. I don't know.
Yeah, you might have been reaching with that one.
Listen, you might have been reaching this. You gotta reach for some bitches, bro. I don't fucking.
Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Always works.
But also, come on, Spotify. Really? You couldn't figure out how to get the D on the same line as Underground?
Oh, yeah. That's so shameful. That's so ridiculous.
That's so embarrassing, guys. Really?
So ridiculous.
I listened to Underground D Hip Hop.
Underground D Hip Hop. Yeah, exactly.
That's not.
Oh, dang. Never mind. I don't want my 6 months to be indicative.
Oh, wow. What's your 6 months?
Peggy, Denzel, Freddie, Brockhampton. It's basically the same. DJ Muggs has got boosted up, though. Boldy, Tyler. Number 5. Tyler's number 7. Westside Gun is number 8. Playboy Cardi's number 9. And that's just mostly because when I was gonna go to the Cardi concert before you fucking frogs got it canceled.
Yeah.
Rico's at number 11, though. I would have liked to see that. My artists revealed, which I don't understand what this is.
Wait, artists revealed. What's this?
It's a different
literally
playlist.
Just a playlist. It's just a playlist they make for you with your favorite artists. And then
but it also includes podcasts because there's the Joe Rogan Experience podcast of Freddie Gibbs. Yeah. Let me see. I'll pull up Spotify on here now. See if I can pull that one up. Because I have mine, and I think mine's like, I guess, kind of interesting, I guess. We got Freddie at the top, and then his JRE fucking episode.
Are you, I can't see it on whatchamacallit.
Oh, yeah, I'm too lazy to do a Discord screen share.
Whatever.
Brockhampton, and then they did a Rick Rubin podcast. Oh, it says album or podcast.
It's just Kevin on that one.
Yeah, but it says Brockhampton on there. Conway and the Jalen Jacoby podcast. Westside Gun, same podcast. Slow Tie, Table Manners podcast. Silk Sonic, or I guess Anderson .Paak then. Yeah, because it's bubbling.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club. This is actually technically Kenny Beats for this podcast right here.
Gotcha.
So I guess that's, and then System of a Down. Interesting. Oh, Serge Tankian was on Rick Rubin. Rina Sawayama on Switched on Pop. And then J. Cole. Jermaine Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And then I guess just to go to my top songs to get more of a look, I've got some other interesting names like Caught Up by Van Just. Did love that track. The aforementioned Metal Wings at 14.
Right.
Giannis has been in rotation quite a bit lately. Again, another gym track that just goes off. 21. 1985, same deal. Heavy Metal by Paris, Texas at 30. That's nice. That's a nice placement.
Yeah,
Terry Crews,
I honestly thought Paris, Texas would be in my top 5
You know,
too.
right? I would have thought.
I'm surprised because I was going I was really into them this year.
Yeah. I am disappointed. A lot of my top songs didn't come out this year.
And I don't normally. This is the first year because usually I don't really have any tracks from previous years that make it onto mine. But this year I did have. I had a few from previous years. It was still mostly this year stuff, but I'd say maybe about like good 15 out of the 100 songs on there. That playlist were probably like stuff that came out.
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
So.
But I mean, hey, that's our Spotify Wrapped. I'm predictable as ever, and I'm gonna change how I listen to music next year so I can get the rap that I want because hey, I want to be impressive. Okay,
but you know what? You should also listen to what you want to listen to when you want to listen to it.
Okay, but here's the thing though: is like, I got fucked up because my deal was what I'm listening to most is brand new music. And 90% of the time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to that album once and shelve it. 90% of the time. Sometimes I'm going to go back
which is
on certain tracks.
Yeah.
What? You want me to listen to every album five times when I listen to fucking 400 projects?
I never said that. It's the system of listening to as much as you can in a year. It does have its
drawbacks.
It's a flawed system. It's a bit of a flawed system.
It's not a flawed system. It's just
I feel like it's a bit of a flawed system because for me, having to binge listen to multiple things in a sitting could make things start to I don't know, blend together or like
it does happen sometimes.
Yeah, and then
but I'm pretty good about like if I'm like, all right, I didn't quite remember this one as much, I'm gonna go back to it later.
Yeah,
like especially when I'm driving and I like zone out, but like that's it. I don't zone out while driving, by the way. It's just, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I get in the zone.
And also, like I've said many a time, I do not think for most albums, the car is the ideal listening environment.
You want to pay my bills?
I am strongly against car first listens.
You wanna pay my bills so I can listen on my expensive headphones at home?
I feel like you can do both and still pay your bills.
Nah, I can't do both.
I
don't know. I definitely want to, because here's the thing. This is gonna sound really stupid, but when I'm at home listening to music, I'm usually doing something that requires a lot more of my attention. When I'm in the car listening to music, I can pay attention to music and drive. As weird as that sounds, because you should certainly focus on the road when you're driving.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like for me, whenever I have been listening to new music in the times that I have, especially if I'm trying to navigate something, I can't focus. I can't completely give it my undivided attention the way that I want to.
I guess it's not completely undivided.
Yeah. So that's my 2 cents on car first listen. Also, I just think the audio quality in headphones is sometimes better. Like I think you miss a lot through car speakers, and there's road noise.
No, you do.
And there's
you do.
You know, and some songs just don't hit the same way.
No, absolutely, I agree. Like having listened to some music on these headphones, I'm just like, wow. And then even just in the AirPods, like they sound a lot better.
Yeah, they do. Like I remember specifically Rolling Stone by Lil Sims.
Yeah.
Track doesn't hit as hard in the car, but it goes crazy on headphones.
I agree.
Great track. That was on my playlist.
There you go. Look at you. But yeah. I'm gonna change it up.
Ugh.
I'm switching it up next year.
I am just gonna have to see what I decide what ends up happening. I don't know. This year was a weird year for me and my music listening habits, and I don't know. We'll just have to see what next year brings. I had a very short attention span this year.
Yeah.
I feel like also I didn't have any albums that I like connected to super emotionally
on a spiritual level.
Like last year, I can like my top 3 last year, Phoebe, Gene Dawson, and Kenny Mason. I connected to those 3 albums on a spiritual level. Like I'm like, these are some of my favorite albums of all time.
Damn.
I don't know. I don't have anything like that this year. I have albums that I really, really like, but I don't have anything that I'm like, this has changed my life. Nothing like that.
Honestly, I think I can agree with that. I think I've definitely been wowed by a lot of stuff this year, but I guess maybe I'm not as deeply entrenched in some of these projects. And I mean, I guess I didn't really have anything like that last year per se either. I don't think I
thought you were pretty big on Pressa T.
I was big on it, but I don't know. I don't know if it fucking changed my life like you're saying.
I mean, I don't know. Punisher got me, man.
I will say though, I'm very hot on Sawayama. That one, that's one that like while I may not have rated it as high as some of the others, it's one of the ones that has stuck with me for the longest time and has quickly become probably one of my favorite albums of all time.
And that's respectable. That's very respectable. It's always the ones that like a year later I'm like, which ones are sticking with me?
Yeah.
Like obviously
like I haven't
top
gone back
three.
to Price of Tea.
Really?
I haven't gone back to it all that much. No.
I go back to it. Well, I have it on a few key playlists that I go back to fairly often.
I'm gonna spin it again sometime soon because I do have it. But yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, like Leanne LaHavis, that one is like
right.
She's back there. There she is, right there.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
She's kind of on the ground.
I'll get you. I'll get you. There.
Yeah.
I can't really see it, but she's on the ground. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, she's on the ground. She's on the ground.
Never mind. I see it.
But yeah, just a few that are still in rotation.
Yeah.
But not nearly. I don't know that this year there's stuff that I'm gonna feel as strongly about. And it's been the same with movies. Honestly, I just don't like everything. I don't. Maybe it's just me, but everything is like nothing is emotionally resonating with me the way that like some stuff has.
Right.
In previous years.
No, I can definitely agree with that. I think like there's only 2 movies that I can really think about that have really sat with me, like, and they're like my 2 favorite movies this year. But that's it really. And like I also have been playing catch up towards the end of the year of like trying to watch a lot of movies, but
I feel like that's generally how it goes. Also because this is like award season now. So I feel like this is honestly my favorite part of the year for movies because it's like this is the prime time. All the best movies come out at this time of year. I just mass watch a bunch of movies that tend to be really great. So I'm like maybe this is where the big one is for me this year. Cuz I don't there's nothing this year that I'm even like I watch this and I'm like I feel so strongly this is my favorite movie of the year. Like I don't have anything like that. So
no, I can certainly agree with that. And I don't know, I guess I want to, and that's why I'm like trying to get more into early screenings again too, is that like I want to treat movie watching the same way I do with album listening. I want to try to like watch as much. It's definitely much more tough of an undertaking. Don't get me wrong. But like I want to.
It's a more expensive undertaking.
It is. Well, not if I get free fucking early screeners, bro. Shut the fuck up.
And then every single Wednesday you're gonna go.
Listen, we'll reschedule the podcast. All right. Or we'll just do it earlier in the day.
I mean, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, but
my thing is just like sometimes it's like I guess if it's free, sure.
Yeah, that's my thing. If I really want to go see it and I don't get to see it free, I'll go watch it.
But also, like I said, the drive for me is a little long.
Just move.
So, what?
Just move.
Oh, you said just move?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So your home's a move, forehead. No.
The drive's a little long. I don't want to make that all the time, especially if it's a movie that I'm not that.
No, for you, I can agree, but I don't know. I want to try to keep up with releases as much as I can, like as much as fiscally and physically possible.
Yeah.
Of me to do.
Well.
And even just like Netflix releases too. Netflix releases a bunch of shit.
Yeah, the problem is it's especially with Netflix. There's an oversaturation of content.
Yeah.
Like the amount of movies Netflix releases just I probably even I was gonna say per month, but you could probably even do per week.
Yeah.
Like you could genuinely probably do per week. They release a lot. It's excessive.
The thing with that though, excessive. I feel like a large portion of it is bullshit I don't care about.
That's true.
And I can like weed out maybe at best maybe one a week and like work on that. But like still it's like I gotta sit down and watch a movie.
Yeah. I wanted to try to get better this year with watching. I once tried to do one a week and I was doing really good for a while. My issue is just I will never be as good with watching movies as I am with TV. TV is my passion. That's what I love.
I can see that.
I will always always watch more of that than movies.
Yeah. I'm trying to do both because, I've been struggling with both of those.
It used to be better when I was going to the theater all the time. Movie Pass is coming back.
Woo. So it's not going to survive though. They're not going to make money. It's literally impossible for them to make money.
It'll probably be a lot more expensive this time.
Yeah, it'll be like $60 a month.
Literally $9.99.
It'll be like $60 a month.
If you go to the movies enough, I don't think it'll be $60.
I mean, like
$60. I don't know if it.
I don't even think they could actually do that. Maybe 30? I feel like they could get away with 30. I was about to say that 30 a month. That's
I'll do that. I would.
That's 3 trips.
I would definitely do that.
That's 3 trips to the movies, literally once a week.
Yeah, like without a doubt. And
also, remember when we were gonna do fucking AMC A-list? Remember that?
The pandemic hit.
Yeah, and then the pandemic hit. We could still do it.
We could still do it. I mean, it'd be a little bit more difficult now.
I was gonna say you don't have an AMC near you at all, do you?
Oh, what? No, yeah, let it have one like 15 minutes away.
Oh, fucking mine's downtown. I hate it. There's one AMC in this fucking town, and it's downtown. Although, fantastic theater, by the way. Very nice recliners. Like, it's small. It's very nice.
I prefer. I'm a Cinemark man myself.
Really? I don't know. I mean, like, I'm in San Antonio, doxing myself, whatever. But like, I don't know. Our chain here is Santikos, and those are really nice.
We have a Santikos here. It's a little further though.
Yeah.
And it's usually more expensive.
Yeah. I mean, like that's kind of the go-to because that's what's everywhere.
Yeah.
There, I think we have maybe 1 or 2 Cinemarks that are a little far away.
Oh.
There's Regals, but there's only like
our
one
Santikos got bought by Regal. So
yeah, I was gonna say because like Santikos is like a San Antonio only chain, and I think there's like one in Cibolo. But
yeah, we had one here. I guess they just went out of business and
yeah, I mean it is.
Yeah, and then another theater. Regal bought them. So.
Yeah. We have Regals, but the one, I mean, like, some of them are nice, some of them are not. There's one really nice one that's a little far.
See, that's the thing about Cinemark for me. I love basically every single Cinemark.
Really? I feel like the Cinemark here isn't that nice.
I love Cinemark, man.
Oh, don't they have, like, the really cheap Tuesdays, though?
$5 Tuesdays.
$5 Tuesdays?
But so does AMC.
Oh, I guess. I'm pretty sure. I went to a Cinemark in Houston where it was like $5 Tuesdays, and that was so nice.
Yeah,
that was really
AMC
nice.
definitely had. Because I just did AMC Tuesday or $5 Tuesday yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I gotta start doing that. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm not gonna spill any further.
Yeah. Speaking of keeping up with releases,
yes, we're finally back to talk about Marvel shows because that's what we do here all the time. We missed last week when the double episode dropped. So let's talk about that first. Noah, how are you feeling about the first 2 episodes of the Hawkeye series?
The first 2 episodes of the Hawkeye series. I'll say first, I was going into this with I was excited. I was looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. I won't say I was excited. I'll say I was looking forward to it. The trailers got me honestly pretty excited. I thought that it looked fun. I thought that it was a tone that would work well.
Right.
For Hawkeye. So I was like, all right, okay. Let's see what we're getting into here. First 2 episodes, enjoyable for me. Not head over heels about it. Not as interesting to me as, first 2 episodes of WandaVision or did Loki do 2 episodes too? It did.
No, they just did 1 episode.
Just did 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I'm not as into it as either of those. I will say I enjoy it more than Falcon and Winter Soldier so far.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of coming in, if we're talking live action, it's coming in at 3rd right now. Obviously, it's not completed.
Yeah.
But I have a hard time imagining it'll be worse than Falcon and Winter Soldier just because that bar is so low for me. But I think it's a good show. I think it's what I appreciate about the first 2 episodes. I was like, okay, they understand that literally no one cares about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
That's so good. That is the first step in making this character likable for me, is acknowledging that he is literally, okay, I might be going a little bit too hard on him.
A little?
Like, you are nothing. I hope
you are dirt on the bottom of my shoe.
No, literally. But
he said it, Jeremy Renner, not me.
I like how there was that element of it. And I think that Haley Steinfeld is interesting as Kate Bishop. I think she's interesting. I think I'm not nearly as into her as I thought I would be as a character. Like, I don't feel as connected or as I don't love her as much as I was thinking I would.
Yeah.
Yet at least. Yeah, it's fun, but I feel like there's something. It's not. There's something it's not hitting. Like, it's not, and I can't exactly place my finger on it. At least in the first 2 episodes. But it's very okay. Like, it's very okay. It's very. I'd give it a positive review. I'd give it a positive review, but it's not blowing me away yet, or on the level of WandaVision or Loki.
Yeah.
At least with those first 2 episodes.
Yeah, the beginning at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm kind of in a similar boat, although I might argue that I might put it below Falcon and the Winter Soldier just based off the first 2 episodes.
Really?
I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed by the first 2 episodes.
Interesting.
I just think it was the first 2 episodes are really slow. It's a very slow starter, and I'm not even saying just action wise. I think just pacing and just generally getting going,
Yeah.
It's just it's a little off for me. And no knock to Haley Steinfeld. I just think some of the delivery, in my opinion, I'm just not feeling. Like, there's the one line in the second episode, towards the end, where she drops in, as Clint's getting interrogated, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know we were bringing guns." I can't put my finger on who it is, but there's another actress who could have delivered that line a lot better. And I'm like, I don't know. It's a little underwhelming. I can appreciate them leaning into some of the more ridiculous aspects of the Hawkeye character, obviously, for one.
Without a doubt.
More comic, it's more comic-y in general, it's ridiculous like comic books are, right?
Right.
It doesn't take itself too seriously, which I'm fine with. And I can enjoy that at some parts. But some other parts, I'm just like, eh. And just some of the comedy doesn't do it for me. I
can definitely get behind that. Not all the comedy lands.
Yeah.
For sure.
And, same thing. I wanted to love the Kate Bishop character more, but I just don't think I necessarily do. At least, again, like you said, not yet. I can appreciate it a little bit more after this 3rd episode, and we can go into that now. The 3rd episode I was feeling
now we're
at the halfway point.
Midway through this.
This is the mid-season. And I was feeling this episode a lot more in, I'll say, the first half. The first half.
Okay.
I think it starts off pretty strong. I think we have the banter is nice between, them and Maya. We could see Echo's backstory, which I thought was really nice to see. I forgot the actor who plays her dad, but he's in Reservation Dogs.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's see. I thought that backstory was really nice to get into. I thought a lot of the back and forth between them, the tracksuit mafia, obviously the one-shot chase scene was so cool, even though we've already seen it from Disney Plus Day. That was cool.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Well, yeah, that was already shown on Disney Plus Day. That was really cool to see. And even just getting to the scene where Kate helps Clint talk on the phone with his son because he is going deaf and he doesn't have his hearing aid. That was a really heartfelt scene that I think was really well done. But after that point, it feels very like it slows down too much. And the rest of the episode feels a lot like filler. And I think that's a lot of the problem with like the first episodes too. There's quite a bit of filler in it as well.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same problem with a lot of the other Marvel shows. It's like we're at the halfway point now. And I think this might be one of the most egregious examples of this. Of the halfway point being like,
yeah,
dude, we barely started.
Yeah.
Like this feels like it's supposed to be an 8-episode series. And next week, because I could imagine next week's episode being the halfway point. I can imagine it. Like, boom, we get to a more climactic thing because you think of it as like it was the first interaction with Echo this episode. They got away. Chances are between this episode and the next one, they would get into a second altercation and it escalates from there. And then maybe, at this point, the halfway point, we get into the climax where we reveal whoever's at the top of it all, because obviously we know there's more.
Right.
Also more Vera Farmiga, please. Thank you. That would be cool.
Come on, y'all. What are you?
Y'all are wasting her, man. Come on. I mean, I know. Look, she's sus as fuck in this series. They're gonna do something with her.
Yeah.
She's a suspicious looking character, all right? And I'm down for it. I'm ready. But like, when are we gonna get more of that, though?
I feel like Vera, she plays that kind of character very well.
She does.
I'll say for me on this first episode, or on this third episode, this was definitely my least favorite of the three.
Really?
Yeah, without a doubt. For a number of reasons. One, I really wanted to be into the Echo stuff. I really, really wanted to be into it. And for some reason, it just didn't work for me. Only because it was like, I don't know. I feel like you guys are jamming. Like, they're going to take these, like, first few minutes of the episode and be like, this is everything you need to know about Echo.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why you need to care about her and, like, her dad and, like, her whole beef with Ronan and stuff. But I'm like, geez, that happened so fast. Like, I'm sorry. I literally don't know you. I literally still I know you, but I don't know you.
It's a bit abrupt. I think if we got more of her at the end of episode 2, I think this exposition would have felt a lot better.
Yeah, like I feel like it's very steep in how they're trying to make her relevant in the show. Like it was literally we get a look at her in episode 2, and then episode 3 they're like, boom, like
I think they could have stretched out this episode more and with some more stuff. What they should have done is we should have gotten to the point where she attacks Kate at the end of by the end of episode 2. I think that would have been a good like point to end on, because I've been like, what the fuck? Why'd she do that for? Like, what's her deal? And then we get the exposition at the beginning of episode 3. We continue from there. I think that would have been a more narratively fulfilling way to introduce that exposition. And I don't know. I guess I just think just with previous character knowledge, it helps a bit more.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. That didn't go over completely well for me. I think she's a really interesting character, and I think that backstory could have been really interesting had it not been crammed in like a little bit of time.
They also could have done it throughout the episode. Like we could have gotten
done it
bits and
throughout the
pieces.
episode.
That would have been really nice. That's more of like a film narrative thing that they could have done.
Right. So that aspect of it didn't work for me in this episode. And then also I really did love how they weren't taking themselves seriously. But I think in this episode there was particularly the fight scene that happened whenever Kate and Clint like break out of their tape or whatever. That wasn't, I don't know why it just felt gimmicky to me. Like it just didn't.
Oh, the arrow?
Like,
the arrow shot?
No. Not the car. Not the car.
No. The one where he shot it and it broke her tape.
No. Well, That I guess that was part of that whole scene.
Okay.
Something about it just didn't really work for me, and I was just like, eh.
I don't know. I like the
I think
scene
it
in like
was
the Toy
maybe
Store area.
Toy Store area.
Like that is just right after he broke out, and he was like swinging and climbing and throwing shit.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
That was fine. That was fine. Something about the whole scene didn't entirely connect for me, but that wasn't even like a big thing for me. One of the biggest things though for me in this episode was one, I couldn't get into that one shot. I couldn't get into the
you
car.
Couldn't? I thought
and this is why, because the CGI was so bad. The CGI in this episode, I feel like
it
was so like I've never watched anything Marvel where the CGI was so bad that it took me out of like whatever I was watching, but this did it. This did it for me. And it was because whenever they're in that car and they turn the camera to the Tracksuit Mafia, every time they turn, I can see this car is like the inside of this car is completely CGI. The outside of this, like the street that they're showing me, is completely CGI. So I'm like, every time they turn, they're just like, that's just a cut. And so I'm like, this is not, I'm just poking holes in this and I'm not enjoying it the way I want to, because I'm like, this looks so fake. And like, I wish it had looked a little better.
Yeah.
Because it was a really cool idea. Like, it was a super cool idea.
I guess for me, like, I don't expect great CGI in the shows because I know they're not going to spend a ton of money on that. But I guess that's a bad, I was going to say, I guess that's a bad example because Loki was like gorgeous.
Loki looked great. WandaVision looked great.
Yeah.
I mean,
some parts of Falcon and the Winter Soldier looked cool.
Yeah. But that, and like the worst was the goo arrow, the purple goo arrow.
Yeah, that was like, horrible.
Oh my God. This is so bad. This is so bad. Yeah, which is, I've literally never watched anything Marvel that took me out of it that much.
Yeah.
But that was really, really frustrating for me. And the other huge thing is just what you were saying. Like, this is the most egregious case of like, how are we halfway through the season? Because I just feel like we
just got started.
We literally just got here. Like, we haven't done anything. We have like
I feel like we could have thrown out the entire second episode. And this could have been the second episode. Like, I think the events of this make sense leading into the third episode.
Yeah.
Or fuck it, like I said, 8-episode series.
Like, Marvel pacing is just like, they need to figure out with the show, because this has been, I feel like every single show, I feel like, has been pretty bad with this. I remember that was a problem I had with Loki. It was a problem I had with fucking the Winter Soldier. WandaVision, I think, was maybe the best out of all of them, but I do think I had that problem with WandaVision too.
Yeah, I think there was that issue with WandaVision towards the beginning, but I think with examples like WandaVision and Loki, it's right before the mid-series that we're like, how the fuck are they going to wrap it up to the middle part of the series? And then they do for both of them. I think they both do it kind of like, although a little bit rough around the edges, they managed to get to a suitable halfway point. But like, I think the difference is WandaVision starts off very slow. Loki starts off extremely fast and confusing. Because it's like, you know, hey, we're thinking, like I said, when you think right at the beginning of Loki, it's like, okay, the main thing is going to be chasing down this Loki variant. And like, oh, no, we're going to reveal it at the end of the second episode. And we're like, okay, what? All right. And what? There was only 6 episodes in that series, right?
Loki, also only had 6.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, well, that's revealed at the end of the second episode. How are we going to get to the halfway point? And hello, camera focus. Thank you. Yeah. So I don't know. I think they managed it. Falcon the Winter Soldier didn't. And this one hasn't. Because this is the end of the second episode right here. This is, and like, I guess maybe it feels that way because they dropped 2 episodes at once. And like the cliffhanger is not a good cliffhanger. It's not a good cliffhanger. Because we have not seen him the entirety of this episode.
Yeah.
And then he just comes in at the end and it's like, yeah, whatever.
I think my issue with everything is just, for some reason, I don't care.
I mean,
I don't know how else to say it.
Really
but I just
valid.
Don't care. Like I said, because I'm not that invested in Kate. I'm not that invested in any of these villains either.
I mean, I'm invested in some potential villains.
I'm invested in potential villains. I'm like, that seems interesting.
Yeah.
But even that's not enough excitement to get me fully excited.
Yeah, not when we're already at the halfway point.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm just like, I don't know. I don't care. What interests me actually is finding more about Ronan, seeing all of the backstory about Ronan and what Hawkeye was doing in that time and killing innocent people, it possibly seems, that didn't need to be killed because he was just probably racist, Clint Barton.
Yeah. Not a good look, Sweaty.
I don't care. People get mad at me because I call him racist. I don't care.
No,
he was. Where were you on January 6th? Where were you, Clint?
Trump was never president in the MCU.
Hey.
Well,
multiverse,
right? Is Trump canon in the MCU? Does Home Alone exist? That's how we can find out if Trump is canon. If Home Alone exists, Trump is canon, most likely.
Home Alone probably exists. It probably exists.
Probably, but there is a mention of Home Alone in there, isn't there? I feel like there has to be.
In the Hawkeye show, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, not in Hawkeye. Like, I feel like there's a mention at some point in time in the entirety of the MCU. I feel like there's a one-off mention of Home Alone.
Maybe. Iron Man 3 was a Christmas movie.
I guess
possible.
So. I feel like they had like a Christmas trap joke, and that was like, I don't know, because Hot Tub Time Machine exists in the MCU.
Oh, that's right.
So does Star Wars and among other things. But yeah, I don't know. It's that's why I'm saying like I said, I think this episode starts off fairly strong. I think it finally gets going, but then it just teeters off too much at the end to be anything remotely exciting for next week. And I'm like, this is it's I'm gonna say it. This is my least favorite thus far, and I don't want it to be. I know. I enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier a bit more. I
agree with you there.
I enjoyed it a bit more.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, at least if I'm comparing, maybe I feel different after I've seen the whole show. If I'm comparing the first 3 episodes of this show to the first 3 episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
I don't know, man. I think just in concept, I was
not into it.
In concept, I was more invested in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
In concept, yeah. Yeah, and I also think they had better villains.
Yes.
Definitely.
Carly is a great villain.
Carly was probably the best part of that show.
Yeah. I mean, realistically speaking. And I mean, John Walker does fine with what he does. I think he does a good job at being a fucking piece of shit that you hate.
He is. He does.
Although I don't know what he's going to do as U.S. agent. Like, I'm not hyped
TBD.
about that. I'm hyped about Yelena. Where is she in this
I'm like,
series?
can y'all bring that?
Can you bring her in?
And also, really get me invested.
That will. Honestly, like that, she needs to get in here already. I don't want her to just be like a one-off cameo at the end. That'll be fucking stupid.
That'll be so.
You know what's probably gonna be? She's gonna show up at the very end. Oh. No, God, no. That's not what's gonna happen. I don't want to get into theory territory with you because I know how you are.
I do hate theories.
But I want
just because sometimes they can actually be really right, and then I'm upset.
I guess, but usually they're wrong. You're the fucking Mephisto Andes for fucking WandaVision. God.
Okay, everyone went wild. It was the first Marvel show. We didn't know what to expect. Okay, I didn't go down the Mephisto train.
Yeah, but everyone online was like that.
Everyone,
and then now the Mephisto Andes are back for fucking No Way Home.
Yeah. I do miss that time of year though. I miss the WandaVision
that was nice.
era.
But the Kang one for Loki was right.
Yeah, that was valid.
Was interesting. I feel like this one's gonna be valid. It's really easy, but and there's also a lot of source material to go off of it. But fine, then I won't get into that territory. But no, Yelena's gonna come in very last episode. She's going to shoot
Just
and kill
frustrating.
Clint, and Kate's going to take up the mantle. That's all it's going to be.
That's it?
That's it.
No way.
And he's never going to get to go home to his family for Christmas.
You know what?
Bing, boop, bop. That's my theory.
Here's what I'm thinking. Because I was really like, yeah, what if Hawkeye, what if he does die at the end? They're not setting that up well at all.
They're not. They're not.
Like,
I mean, like he's spiraling because he's going deaf or what have you, but that's it.
Oh my gosh. That's another thing I hated about this episode. One, that scene between him and Kate Bishop was cute, yeah. But also, dude, if you're deaf, why are you listening to why do you have your phone on speaker? Put it to your ear. Why did you do that?
I feel like you knew you regardless it wouldn't have helped.
It would have, because he can still hear muffled things ever so slightly. So if he's got it up to his ear,
I don't know. He was playing it up like he couldn't hear shit all.
He's always playing it up.
Yeah.
Put it to your ear, bro. Because that definitely wasn't helping.
I mean, shit. I don't think putting it up to his ear would have helped much either.
I think it would have helped, because he's not completely deaf.
It is a very heartfelt scene, though.
It is a heartfelt scene. It just took it out of me, because I was like, why did you put that on speaker? Because he didn't even think that Kate was going to come help him at first. So he just put it on speaker just
I don't know.
Because.
What I would have done is I would have put it on speaker and then put it up to my ear. Like, that's the smart thing.
That would have been smart. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's blasting and fucking.
But I mean, Clint Barton, not a smart guy.
I guess not.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Also, watching him just like, is Echo like have any other training besides just regular Taekwondo?
She's what Taskmaster was supposed to be. She can copy people.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been good to know.
Well, yeah. That's her.
That's
why she grabbed the bow.
I was just like, Hawkeye, you really just getting taken out like this?
Oh, she boxed in the during.
Yeah,
the
but
scene.
Hawkeye is literally Hawkeye. Like, we're supposed to. He literally went toe to toe with Nat.
I guess.
So I'm supposed to.
But he lost to the guy at the fucking LARPing side quest. I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
And
I completely forgot because that was such a useless scene.
That was funny, but you know what? I actually kind of liked it. I liked gonna lie.
Too, but from a storytelling, it was so
from a story
pointless.
Standpoint, it
fucking
didn't need to happen.
Side quest bullshit.
But the reason that worked for me, because I was like, they are not taking themselves seriously. This is good.
I appreciated
and if
that.
If we had more episodes, I think a scene like that I would appreciate more.
Exactly. I would have been fine with it if we would have had 8 episodes in the series. But the fact that there's only 6 and they're wasting 15 minutes on that in a already only 45 minutes, that's a third of your episode.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
Not a good look.
Well,
I don't know why Marvel's afraid to do longer shows. Please, for the love of God, Marvel.
I don't know what they're.
You know these frogs are going to eat it up regardless. Do 10 episode series. If you want to tell these long, complex stories, do long ass shows. I'll fucking watch it every week. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't know why they're so married to this.
Yeah, we got to do it in 6 episoades. And WandaVision, I think did fine in 8 episodes. I think 8 would have been fine.
I think WandaVision. Wait, did they have 9? No.
Was it 9? I thought it was 8.
What?
Whatever.
Whatever. However much, I think WandaVision could have done a better job. I think WandaVision had enough episodes. I think WandaVision also did filler, because I think maybe they had too many. Like, there were so many moments where it's like, okay, Vision has had an idea about what's going on for 4 episodes now. Yeah. It hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Like, we just keep on kind of rehashing the same things. So I think they fell into that trap a bit and drawing it out too much. But I think there's a way that they could have done
the 8
better
episodes.
with that.
Yeah.
But I would say, I think in terms of pacing, WandaVision has been the best.
Yeah.
Of all the shows.
I agree. I'm a little more partial to Loki.
Yeah.
I think it's generally, like I said, it's a fucking mess at the beginning, but I think as we're getting into the series, I think the pacing is done very well in that series post like the first I think
after
definitely the second
episode,
half.
I will say the second half very well paced.
Yeah.
The first half,
it's a mess.
Yeah,
it's a mess.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it could have done with a couple extra episodes, or even just one extra episode. I think if they would have done it in 7 episodes, would have been fine. I think if we spent a little bit more time during that first bit, I would have been fine with it.
Yeah,
but and then Falcon and the Winter Soldier's a mess in terms of pacing, but I still think it's better than this one. That's fine.
God.
I hope
it's a low bar, especially the ending of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Just threw it.
Okay,
but Jesus, God,
I'll
never stop thinking about that speech that Sam gave. God,
nah, man, dude, he ended racism, bro.
That's literally the word. I hate that show because it was the MCU literally trying to be like, racism, man,
racism bad.
Not
please clap
good.
Jeb Bush.
It's not good. I was like, please just stop doing that. Please.
Yeah.
God. But that's the rant. That's the Hawkeye rant for today.
I really hope it gets better. I mean,
I guess I like it more than you, except for this episode specifically, but
I don't know. We mauled a lot when we talk about Marvel shows, but it's because we enjoy Marvel content and we want them to be better.
So bad about it. We want
them to be better though. That's why, because they can be better. And here's the thing: now we're not, because we shit on it so much. We're not fucking Marvel shills who just accept anything.
Honestly,
because that's what they say about all MCU fans.
Legitimately, I feel like anyone that watched or listened to this would be like, do y'all actually like Marvel?
Because we literally only talk bad. I love Marvel so much.
We only talk horrible
adore Marvel. I adore it so much. It's one of my favorite franchises. I was hype as shit to watch Endgame. I'm hype as shit to watch No Way Home. I was hype as shit for Shang-Chi. I was hype as shit for Black Panther. Guardians of the Galaxy blew me away as a fucking surprise. Like, I love Marvel.
Yeah.
But they have their problems.
Get that out of the way.
They have their problems. I mean, like,
they have their problems.
It is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going on my Scorsese arc. They're not cinema.
Wow.
No, I'm not doing all that. Also, a quick aside, I forgot who exactly it was this time that got shot by that. But interviewers, stop asking these shit ass questions, dude. Stop asking these people what they think about Marvel movies, because you're just setting them up. You just want clicks. Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Of course they don't like it. Like, that's
it's like, whoa, another director doesn't like Marvel movies.
Wow, shocker.
Wow. Like, okay, whatever. Although I will say the indie director to Disney pipeline is scaring me a bit. Like
why? Because Chloe,
Barry Jenkins doing the new Lion King, Greta
yeah.
Gerwig doing this Snow White.
Listen, I am okay with it as long as get your Disney bag and then go make some crazy shit that you want to make.
And that's what I thought. But here's the thing: Greta Gerwig's already doing this Barbie movie, which honestly, I'm excited for. I think it has potential to be really interesting.
All right.
Also, she's writing it with Noah Baumbach, which I think could be really cool. But I'm just like, you're doing a Barbie movie. That's a pretty, not a franchise, but well, actually, it is a franchise.
It's a franchise, yeah. There's several movies.
But also, Ken's going to be Ryan Gosling. So that's how they really got me. But I'm like, that could be good. But then we go Snow White with Gal Gadot.
Bro, Gal Gadot in everything.
You're joking. You're literally kidding.
Gal Gadot in everything.
She's literally, never mind. I'm not even going to. That's another rant. I can't even get into it.
Isn't Red Notice like their most watched movie now?
I don't believe anything Netflix says.
Yeah, that one's hard cap. I don't know anyone in their right mind watching that movie.
Who?
Squid Game? I can believe them on that, but
sure.
Red Note, who's watching that? I'm not.
No, definitely not. I can't. I
mean, it's Dwayne Johnson, so I guess like that crowd that watches.
But I can't even get into Gal Gadot because I'm grind my gears. Grind.
Oh, dude, no. My one Gal Gadot memory is
Kalal, no.
tweeted from iPhone
Oh my
during her
god.
Samsung ad. So great.
Yeah.
That's such a great moment.
Imagine. God.
Just fucking
the whole
just tweet it from the web client. Oh yeah, that was terrible. Oh, I forgot about that. I erased that from my memory. Why would you bring that back?
That was bad. That was really bad. That was really,
Why
really
would
bad.
you bring that back?
Oh god.
Imagine all the people listening to this podcast and wondering what we've been enjoying these past couple weeks.
Yes.
Because it's a fucking. We're gonna quick fire these because we have two.
I was about to say
we're gonna quick fire because it's too much. It's too much. All right. I'm only gonna do projects. I don't care about singles right now, and I'll do like TV shows and movies too. Adele 30. I thought it was very, 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 very good. Did a couple of catch ups. The Sufjan Stevens album's pretty good. And this Lil Ugly Mane album's also pretty good too, I think. And then this one by Sega Bodega I thought was pretty fine as well. Come on, please, Music Board, let me live. This Idols album Crawler was pretty solid as well. An Evening with Silk Sonic. We didn't talk about that on the podcast. Never mind. I thought it was very, very good. Very great. This Dijon album. Been looking forward to him dropping a project for a very long time. Did not disappoint. Drones, Terrace Martin, pretty solid as well. This project Prospect by Ahi, I don't know how it's pronounced. Very solid as well. I don't know how far back we're going. Oh, I guess this is when the episode came out. 2.5 by Mine, I thought was actually pretty solid as well. And honestly, some of his most interesting production to date. That's my take on that. And okay, I did talk about those last time. All right. Movies, I believe I watched a couple. I got to check my letterbox. Oh, I watched Tick Tick Boom the other day. Thought that one was pretty solid as well. Got to see Encanto. I thought it was fine. It's literally just Sky High though. And that's it. Damn. But shows wise, I'm watching Hit Monkey. That is a solid ass Hulu show. Highly recommend. And I think that's it in terms of show.
Nice.
Other than Hawkeye.
Nice.
Boom. Quick fire mine. Your turn.
Okay, great. Music. I don't really have that much.
Yeah.
Because I don't listen to as much as you.
Well.
Like I said, Amine 2.5. I like it. I agree. Some very interesting production from Amine. It's fun. It's nothing too wild. I like how he does the 2.5 mixtapes, the 0.5 mixtapes, whatever. Silk Sonic, good. Didn't live up to my expectations, but my expectations were sky high.
Yeah.
But the album is good. Let's see what else. Dijon album, I really, 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 really love it. That was great.
What's
Adele,
your favorite track off that? I'm curious.
Maybe, I don't know. The Dress is really good.
I was gonna say I'm between that and Many Times. Like it just depends on the mood I'm in.
I do really love Many Times. Also Talk Down. Scratching is really good. Annie. There's so many great tracks.
It's so good
on there. I can do singles because I didn't listen to that many albums as you. Actually, I like the K Tronada EP. Thought that was really solid.
Yeah, I didn't manage to get to that one yet. I've just been in a funk.
Yeah, K Tronada EP is really solid. 2010 New Earl Sweatshirt single was really solid. Couple tracks on the Isaiah Rashad Deluxe. That was
Right.
Let's see. Money, of course, Rico and Flo Milli.
Oh yes.
Smino,
free Rico Nasty, by the way.
Free Rico. Well, I don't know about Free Rico, but yeah, well, obviously Free Rico from the tour. Just pay Rico and get her off the tour.
Exactly, because this shit is ridiculous, y'all.
Yeah.
Cardi, say some shit, dude. Control your fucking cult, man.
I'm done with you.
Naughty list.
Smino, I Deserve. Amazing track.
That was a good one too.
And then, I mean, we've already heard it, but the whatchamacallit, Life of the Party with Andre 3000, Kanye is
Oh
now on
yes,
streaming.
that was finally on streaming. Fantastic.
Oh, I also forgot to say I like the new Saba single. That did not.
Oh,
well, the first one, Fearmonger. The second one he put out, dud.
You weren't feeling it. I don't remember
no.
the second one, but Fearmonger is very, very good.
Fearmonger did it for me. That was really good.
I liked Stop That. I don't remember it though.
I didn't like that much. But
I don't know. I'm pretty excited for Saba's new record. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I hope
February.
Not this year. February. Thank God.
Yeah.
I don't want it this year.
Yeah, no. As far as movies though, I went to go see Eternals a second time. I watched the Kid Cudi documentary on Amazon Prime, A Man Named Scott. It's, as a documentary, it's not that great. If you like Kid Cudi, you'll like the documentary. Which is, I enjoyed the documentary on that level. Let's see. I watched the Taylor Swift short film, All Too Well.
Oh yeah, the thing that got the internet hating Jake Gyllenhaal again.
Got the internet hating Jake Gyllenhaal. Yes, but shout out Dylan O'Brien. Been riding with this man for almost a decade, and now he's finally seeing some really great success. Let's see what else. I watched Hard 8, which is Paul Thomas Anderson's first movie. Never seen a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, and I want to watch all of his movies before his new one, Licorice Pizza, comes out.
Oh yes.
So that's what I'm doing right now. But Hard 8 is pretty good. It was pretty good. It was all right. I watched this short film from Little Sims, I Love You, I Hate You. It was not that great, honestly. Wow. I watched 20th Century Women, which is a movie I've been wanting to watch for a long time. Really loved it. Really loved it. Right. The director has a new movie coming out with Joaquin Phoenix. Come on. So I'm hoping to see that soon. Also watched Beautiful Boy with Timothy Chalamet and Steve Carell. Really came out a while ago. I just put it on.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's like a.
Yeah, I just always heard it was kind of just okay, so I put it off, and then I watched it, and I was like, yeah, this is just okay. Yeah. Then I saw French Dispatch yesterday. Good. It's really good. I was just saying in my Letterboxd review, like every single Wes Anderson movie I watch is like very firmly 4 stars. Like he's never done anything worse or anything better. And I just want to watch something of his that like gets me on the level where I see some people are with Wes Anderson. Maybe someday. But yeah, that's what shows I watched all of Love Life Season 2. Very, very good. One of my favorite shows of the year. Succession, of course, continues to be phenomenal. Last season of Insecure is really finally picking up. I watched all of Only Murders in the Building, which is pretty solid.
Oh, I heard about that one.
Yeah, it was good. I figured out the murderer pretty early on, but I still had a pretty fun time. I am finally getting back into Young Justice, but I kind of fell off with that last season, so I've gotten back into it. Started watching that. Let's see, obviously Hawkeye, Sex Lives of College Girls on HBO Max. Watching that, and first 3 episodes weren't for me. The latest 2, I was like, dang, this is kind of fun.
Nice.
And then of course the new episodes of the Gossip Girl reboot that I am still watching for some reason. Yeah, watched that as well. And I also rewatched Topaz Jones, short film, because my Oscar campaign is starting.
You're campaigning for him?
We are campaigning for him. They're also campaigning. And I feel like it could happen. It could happen. He's got
fingers crossed. That's
got picked up by New York Times. So hopefully he's got some big some industry push there.
I hope so. That's a phenomenal.
Get nominated. Short. It is documentary short subject, I believe.
Right.
What he would be competing in.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Also, like honestly, next year you gotta just give me a watch list of stuff, or else I'm not gonna watch shit. I'm gonna keep it real. There's not a lot of times where I'll go out of my way to watch things. Hit Monkey was the one time I was like, I'm gonna put this on because I was over at my girlfriend's house and she was like, yeah, you can put on whatever. And I was on Hulu and I was like, I've been hearing a lot about the show. Let me put it on. And she was like, yeah, I enjoy it. We can watch it. I'm like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Winning. But
and that's been your show. That's been your show for the
we haven't gotten too deep into it. It's just been obviously with like the Thanksgiving break ending and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely excited to watch more of that. But yeah, you got to give me a watch list, man. I'm not gonna watch shit. I'm gonna forget.
It's fine. I got you, man.
You got me. You got me this next year. Yeah. Preferably first seasons of things, but I will
shows that only have one season.
No. Like things that are starting. But
got you.
However,
that's a little.
I know it's a little tough. However, I will jump in the middle of a show and not give a fuck. I don't have. You think I have time?
I hate that.
You think I have time?
But then why start in the middle of a show?
I'll watch the first episode. I'll watch the
first. You don't know what's happening.
I'll watch the first episode of the newest season and see if I enjoy it, and then I'll go back. How about that? Does that make you feel better?
No, that does not make me feel better.
It's hard. What if you did?
I'm imagining someone doing that with like Succession.
You named like 6 shows, and I'm supposed to go back and watch all of them?
No, only the ones that are actually. I'm not going to tell you to go watch the Gossip Girl reboot, but I will say I'm not going to tell you to hop into the first episode of the new season of Succession. I'll be like, no, because there's so much. It's not going to. You're not going to understand. Also, things will be spoiled for you that happen.
I can understand things.
So no, because you're not going to understand the full extent of what's happening.
God fucking Christ!
That would probably be one of the worst things you could ever do to me. Do you see what I'm doing with my hands? I don't make these gestures.
He's freaking out. He's gone Italian. He's gone Italian on me.
My brain is broken.
Fine. Now that I'm done triggering Noah, let's close out. Folks, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. You already know. Links in the description if you're watching on YouTube. For those of you listening, we're on YouTube, Neil One's podcast. Live every Wednesday on Twitch, twitch.tv/FlipTV Live. Wednesday evenings, 7 p.m. Central. I'm not doing the other times. Do the math, motherfucker.
Yeah,
boom. That's it, folks. We will hopefully be back next week. I'll see what
we will be back next week.
We will be back next week? All right, bet. And then 2 more. Well, the week after is our season finale. It's the Needlies. We're going to somehow pull that off in 2 weeks, by the way. We'll figure it out. Yeah, folks, you all have a good night, day, whatever you got going on. Peace.